Hi Nash, you made a mess, but what should we make?
Inflation is so bad, I had to start eating this blanket. Why don't you make an Inflation Sucks Enchilada Casserole?
All right, let's make an Inflation Sucks Enchilada Casserole. We've got another installment of our Inflation Sucks series. So today we're making an Inflation Sucks enchilada casserole. So it's like enchiladas, but you don't got to do all the rolling and all the extra work. We're just going to put it all in a casserole dish. Boom, bang, boom, done. So without further ado, let's go. First thing we're gonna do is mix all our dry ingredients in this bowl right here. This is like a double recipe, so feel free to cut all this in half. I'll put the details down below in the recipe. We got 6 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, 2 tablespoons chili powder. I'm actually using chipotle chili powder, 2 teaspoons cumin, 1 teaspoon garlic powder, half a teaspoon Mexican oregano, salt to taste. I'm using a heavy pinch. We'll add more later. You could leave this out, but I recommend you don't. A pinch of cinnamon. And then we just sort of whisk this together. Set it aside, but keep it nearby. In a medium sauce pot on medium heat, we add in about 6 tablespoons of olive oil. Once your oil is hot, you can throw in like a little pinch of your spice mixture, and if it sizzles like that, then we're ready. Just pour in our flour and spice mixture, whisk this, and let it cook for about a minute. Then we add in about 4 tablespoons of tomato paste. Cook this until everything is kind of combined. Reduce the heat to medium-low. Then we slowly pour in 4 cups of vegetable broth. You can use chicken broth. I'm using a chicken tomato broth. And it can be homemade or store-bought. Doesn't really matter. I mean, it does, but it doesn't. We just want to remove any lumps here. We increase our heat to medium-high. We're gonna bring this up to a simmer and then reduce the heat to keep it at just a simmer, and then just kind of whisk, stir until we get sort of a reduced sauce, probably about 5 to 7 minutes. And there's more authentic ways to do this, but this is a fairly quick, super easy way to do it with stuff you probably have in your pantry that will give you no offense to anyone, but a much better tasting sauce than buying the canned stuff. Another video maybe I should do is making canned stuff taste better. Continue reducing the heat to maintain that just barely simmer, and let this go until it's thick enough where a spoon encounters a little bit of resistance. So we want a decently thick sauce. Not super thick, but you get it. When your sauce is thickened, we kill the heat, throw in a couple teaspoons of apple cider vinegar, stir that in. Once you've transferred your enchilada sauce to a separate vessel and it's cooled just enough so you don't burn the out of your mouth, we're gonna add a healthy amount of fresh cracked pepper. And when you want to taste it and add salt to taste, I'm gonna add about, I don't know, a pinch and a half. And that's our enchilada sauce. Here we have 4 cups of cooked shredded chicken. I did this in a slow cooker. I just literally used a mixture of chicken breasts and chicken thighs. And then I cooked them with some chicken stock and then shredded it. You could do the same as I did. You could cook and shred it a different way, or you could literally just use a rotisserie chicken that you bought from the store for $5, $6, $7, $8, $9, whatever the hell they cost now. That's what we got. So 4 cups shredded chicken. Then we add in a 1/4 cup or 2 ounces of taco seasoning. Now you could do this homemade, you could do this pre-bought. I make a lot of stuff from scratch. For a lot of these Inflation Sucks meals, I'm gonna use probably packaged shit because it's easier to show you what it costs. Because these cost, you know, like if you buy the generic brands, like 50 cents a piece. We stir this in. And we pour in 1 can of drained black beans and a half a cup of chicken broth. Then we stir this all together until everything is combined and that chicken broth is kind of absorbed in all of our shredded chicken. And we set this aside. Now we take 16 ounces or a pound of Monterey Jack cheese and we shred it. So now we have our enchilada sauce. I poured into a wide, shallow bowl. We have a bunch of tortillas. And then we have this pre-greased casserole dish. So what we are going to do here is take our tortillas, coat them in our enchilada sauce, and then put them in the bottom of our bowl. So once we have our casserole dish, like I said, pre-greased, bottom layer, corn tortillas coated with our enchilada sauce, then we can go ahead and add a layer of our shredded Monterey Jack cheese. We're basically making a Mexican lasagna, let's be honest here. All right, and then we add a layer of our chicken mixture. Yes, folks, I'm using my hands. And you want to use about half of your chicken mixture on this layer. All right, fill in some gaps if you can, but really it doesn't matter, let's be honest here. Then we do another layer of our cheese here. And then another layer of tortillas here. And then a little bit of cheese. The rest of your chicken mixture. A little bit more cheese. One more layer of our tortillas. And then you take the remainder of your enchilada sauce and we just sort of pour it over the top. Then we just sprinkle the rest of our cheese over the top. And we go ahead and cover this, and we throw it in our oven that we preheated to 350. Sorry if I forgot to mention that. For 25 minutes covered, and then another 10 to 12 uncovered. Once your 25 minutes is up, you can go ahead and remove this foil. And we're just gonna go ahead and throw this back in uncovered for 10 to 12 minutes. Once your 10 to 12 minutes is up, pull our guy out. You can see it's still bubbling around the edges. The cheese is nice and melted. We're ready to serve, folks. So let's go ahead and take a little piece over here. Oh yeah, look at that cheese pull. And there we have our chaos enchilada casserole. Inflation sucks enchilada casserole. Whatever you want to call it. Let's top it with a little bit of cilantro here. You know, we got to put some greens on there for some color. There we go. Time for a bite. Cheers. It's amazing. I've often said it's kind of like the Mexican lasagna, and lasagna is one of my favorite foods. My mom has a generational recipe that she makes that I will never make on this channel because it's a generational secret. Sorry, folks. I can show you what it looks like, but I can't show you how to make it. Regardless, this is amazing. It's cheesy, it's ooey, it's gooey. The enchilada sauce actually has complexity of flavor, depth of flavor. It's just really good. So go ahead and make it because it's freaking easy, and it's part of our Inflation Sucks series. So inflation, go make some enchilada casserole. Give it to your family, feed it to your friends, eat it yourself, do whatever you want. Speaking of family, let's see what Nash thinks. Hey bud, how you doing? Look, hey, check this out. We got that enchilada casserole you were requested. What do you think, bud?
That is a delicious Mexican lasagna.
Anything you want to say to your fans?
A fall into a ditch makes you wiser.
Good call, bro. Good call. Nash approves. I approve. Look, it's a tried and true recipe. It's cheap. It's easy. It feeds your family plus more, maybe twice. Feeds you if you live alone a bunch of times. Feeds you and your dog, as long as you keep all the onions and other stuff out of there. But hey, so good. Go make this. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate all of you so much. You wouldn't mind taking a second to like, subscribe, share the show. It would mean a lot to us. It would help us out. If you want notifications every time we drop a new video, go ahead and hit that notification bell. If there's anything you want me to make, you want me and Nash to taste, drop that in the comments or head over to our website, timschaoskitchen.com. Send us a message there. And hey, just remember, cook more, eat better, embrace the chaos. That's it for now, folks. Until next time, be good and peace.